How do I feel? Cold as beef. Cold as beef.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Digging In with Dr. Kellyann, where today I am going to tackle something called cryotherapy. What is it? Well, cryotherapy is a modality where you step into this tank that releases something called nitrous oxide. It's like a bath of steamy cold. And when that cold is released, good things are supposed to happen. So I just had to check it out. So when you go into the tank and you expose yourself to negative 166 degrees Fahrenheit, all of the blood from your outer tissues, it pulls inward to your organs to keep them nice and warm. And when your blood swooshes back out, the cells are healthier. They've been exposed to oxygen, and the cells that aren't as healthy, they tend to die off. And this is very beneficial to your body. So cryotherapy actually has dual effects. It does things for the inside of your body and it does things for the outside of your body. So for the inside of your body, what happens is all of that nourishment that your body gets from oxygen, and because you go through that period of taking blood supply away and getting some of that swelling down, you notice that you have less aches and pains. Your joints don't feel as swelled because your body is releasing some chemicals that are really happy chemicals. Your body tends to feel relaxed and more peaceful when you get out of the tank. And also, it has been professed to me by many people that this is one of the things that they use to boost their metabolism so they can burn calories. Who knew? But apparently you can actually burn calories. And if you think about it, we've always heard, if you go out in the cold or you run in the cold, that you burn more calories because your body has to work a little harder when it's in those environments. So your body can actually burn calories in these little capsules. Cryotherapy can also be really beneficial in boosting your immune system, which is something that we're always looking to do. In one study, they examined 10 men who went through 10 sessions of cryotherapy. And at the end of that, they found that their immune system had what they call a mobilizing effect, which is an immune boosting effect, which is great. One of the things that happens when you go through cryotherapy is your body releases these endorphins. And this may be one of the reasons why some people feel like it boosts their mood. So what it can do for your outside is a lot of people are saying that, oh my gosh, my skin feels so much better when they're getting it on places like their face, because there is some cryotherapy that can be done for your face, but the bottom line is it stimulates collagen production. So in stimulating collagen production through this cold process, your skin can have a better luster and demeanor. One of the reasons why cryotherapy probably became such a trend is because a lot of celebrities are into it and they're talking about it. People like Will Smith, Jennifer Aniston. And if you know about that really hunky soccer star, Cristiano Ronaldo, he talks about it too. I mean, people are loving this inside and out. So who should get cryotherapy? Well, if you're an athlete and you're someone who needs recovery from exercise, cryotherapy is great. If you're somebody who has aches and pains or maybe swollen joints, cryotherapy can be really helpful. And if you're someone who just is a little adventurous like me, why not try it? I think one of the reasons why a lot of athletes and even pro athletes have turned to cryotherapy as one of their treatment modalities is because it does speed the healing time of any sore muscles or aches and pains that you have in between exercise. So that can be really helpful and beneficial if you are someone who is on track to do a lot of sports or just really physical in general. So are there any myths about cryotherapy? Well, one of the myths is that it's well documented and there's a lot of research. But when I did my investigation, I actually found that there's not a whole lot of research, only because it's kind of new. It's a newer therapy, and there is some there is some research linked to muscle soreness and recovery time. And the NBA players, they talk about it all the time. I mean, there's people that do love it, but the documentation on this is not really extensive at this point. And another one is that, oh my gosh, you can get frostbite. Well, the only way you can get frostbite is if you don't do what you're supposed to do, which is make sure that you have very dry socks on and that there is somebody that's actually running the machine and in there with you. So if you take all the precautions that you should be all set. I need to put it in action. I got to check one of these places out. Let's go check this out and see if it's worth me freezing for. Hello, Marina.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Kellyann.
Welcome to your side.
Thank you. Ready to get going. I think I'm excited. Should I be excited?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, good. If you don't think I'm sexy now, you never will. Look at these shoes. Woohoo! These slippers are beyond sexy. Yikes! You think I'm gonna get cold? It's not getting me. So here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you start out with like a tingling sensation and it's increasingly getting colder and colder. But because it's like a smoke, this nitrous oxide, it's like a smoke, it's almost like a dried ice. It's not like a boom. You don't feel like you just, dumped into this. You're not on the Titanic. It's a little different. It's kind of like a slow grow of cold. And it's really cold right now. Okay, beautiful skin, burning calories. Okay, so here's the deal. I had a lot of fear going in, and the reason why is because I don't like cold. I am a person who heads for the beach, 24/7, my mind's on the beach. Anything happens, any stress, I'm like, boom, let me get to the beach. So being immersed in cold was not something I was into. But I started reading about it and I thought, you know what, there may be something to this. But actually there's no fear to this because the way the tank becomes colder and colder, it's like your body's able to adjust a little bit better and your mind's able to adjust. So it's certainly something that you can endure. And so what you're seeing now is called endorphins. So this is a chemical that goes to your brain that is actually the biggest feel-good chemical you can have. And for those of you who exercise a lot, it's the same thing that you experience afterwards. It's that feeling of calm, but yet kind of euphoria. I want to thank you so much for this because, I wasn't sure about it. I absolutely enjoyed this experience. So thank you for bringing this to me and taking good care of us.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was so much fun. I actually was pleasantly surprised because I thought it was just like a blast of cold and that you were going to be really uncomfortable the whole time. And what I found was it was kind of cool. It was like a nice sensation actually that at first I couldn't figure out, is this going to be enjoyable or not? And the cold comes on, like I said, slower. So I kind of got into my mind, just kind of a peaceful feeling. And when I walked out of the chamber, I definitely noticed that I felt more relaxed than when I walked in and my skin felt really tight and good. So for me, it was a positive experience and it was more pleasant than I expected. And it was not so cold where I felt pain or a lot of discomfort. That just didn't happen. Okay, guys, you asked and I will answer. Does it hurt? Nope. Much to my surprise, I felt zero pain. How many treatments do I need to see any results? Well, a lot of times they sell them in packages of 6 to 10, but a lot of times you may feel really right away, you feel something. And I could see how this could have a cumulative effect, but it also is addicting for a lot of people. So most people, they'll start to feel some kind of sensation after the first one. Do I need to work out before doing a treatment? Because I know a lot of my friends, they work out, then they go get a treatment. No, that is not a prerequisite. You do not have to work out beforehand. It just kind of is part and parcel to what a lot of people do. How much does cryotherapy cost? Well, that depends on the location. It can run anywhere from $40 to $150. Is cryotherapy, quote unquote, worth it? Well, it depends. So if you have some excess cash and you have maybe achy joints and you want some muscle relief, or maybe you want some restorative time in between exercise, why not? I think it could be something adventurous and a lot of fun, and you might as well try it. If you're on a budget, maybe a massage could be close to what you may experience, or one of those $10 roller balls that you can roll on to get some relief. So I guess what I'm saying is if you have a little excess cash to put towards something like this, great, absolutely, thumbs up. If you're a little tight on cash though, there are probably more than one ways that you can get some relief with your muscle soreness, achiness, and recovery time. Okay, so the bottom line, do I dig it or am I going to ditch it? I have to say, I'm surprised at this answer. What's there not to dig? I absolutely dig cryotherapy. I felt a lot better afterwards, and I felt this definite sense of kind of more calm, but yet at the same time, when I started moving around, I felt more energy. And it's just kind of nice to feel like I'm pampering myself a little bit, a little self-care. So absolutely, if you're one of those people who say, you know what, I want to start working out, or I'm working out, I want a little bit of something extra for my muscle soreness, I want to make sure I'm recovered before my next workout, if you got a little aches and pains, I say absolutely be a little adventurous and go for it.